Olympic trials competition ever in the history of wrestling in Times Square. And here we go. In the blue is going to be
Coleman
Scott. In the red, Kendric Maple.
And right away, Maple getting to a collar tie and pulling down. And now level change fakes. And now you're seeing Scott with his level change. Both these guys, lightning quick level changes. And Maple been consistently looking for that low ankle, or actually it's more of an ankle pick.
Scott, solid double leg when he gets to it. He can just change his level and blast through anyone.
Good stuff off of elbow control as well for Coleman Scott. Is Maple going to be warned for passivity?
45 seconds down, 0-0, Maple and Scott. And
Nice
it's Kendric
single.
Maple getting to a leg. And Coleman Scott, good job defending thus far. Gets his foot back on the ground. Nice use of the whizzer.
Yeah.
Nice use of the whizzer by Kendric Maple.
Great job by Maple. He actually...
Coleman Scott, excuse me.
Right. But good job by Maple getting to that leg, giving himself a shot to finish despite not even having two hands on that single leg. But as you mentioned, the whizzer of Coleman Scott was just fantastic there and able to avoid that first real flurry there. And once again, looking for that ankle pick is Kendric Maple.
We wind down here. We're midway point of period number 1, and they're going to go passive against Coleman Scott. So he wants to stay in the center and control the mat. And then, of course, as you said, interim coach at the University of North Carolina, now interim head coach, as C.D. Mock will no longer be with the program.
So 1:17 to go. Head taps from it, and there you see that double leg, but Maple does a good job pulling him right up. And we're going to have to see someone go on the shot clock here, and it looks like it's going to be Maple. The judge has already got that red paddle in hand, and there throws it up. So Maple going to go on the shot clock here. And Maple will have 30 seconds. Or, well, no, they didn't put him on.
They should. With 1 minute to go, somebody
will.
has to get put on the shot clock, and you alluded to it, Christian. You are correct, my friend. It is Kendric Maple on the shot clock with 30 seconds to score.
Good level changes here.
Pawing forward. And again, to a seatbelt wizard position, heads on the mat.
This is an area Coleman struggled with at the World Cup. Guys were getting in, and he would throw that whizzer, and guys were able to use that seatbelt well against him, but no score there. They'll head back to center, but Maple giving himself an opportunity early in the shot clock, as now it's up to 15 seconds. And there, Coleman got to fire off a single leg.
So that's a good way to keep your opponent from scoring.
Yes,
take a shot.
Typically is now quarter Nelson for Kendric Maple, and that should do it. Wow, nice re-attack there by Kendric Maple.
1 point on the board for Coleman Scott. Under 30 seconds to go in the first period. Jimmy Kennedy and Reese Humphrey battling over on mat number 2. And this tournament is just like a dream come true for wrestling fans, because you have the best of the best of the best. Right here for third place, you have 2 NCAA champs. Over there, you have a 4-time NCAA champion, Stever, and I believe a 4-time All-American in Jimmy Kennedy.
Yeah, and Kennedy also was on the world team last year. So that'll do it for the first period. Maple down 1-0 to Olympic bronze medalist Coleman Scott.
Wrestling is all about imposing your will on your opponents. As I mentioned,
Zach Esposito near airsman over there with Coleman. Former world team member and 2-time NCAA champ Michael Leitner in the corner with Kendric Maple. Of course, Leitner, his college coach at the University of Oklahoma.
You've been to 4 world championships.
And here we go.
What was the biggest value?
Shot from the outside, no go, re-attack.
Maple's been consistently offensive. I feel fairly confident. If things hold pat, we're going to see Coleman Scott go on the shot clock here.
20 seconds down, period number 2, same way. Scott leading 1-0, inside tie. for Kendric Maple. Over the top for Coleman Scott. And you are correct, Christian. 30-second shot clock, Coleman Scott.
You sound
Put on.
surprised, Bader.
Congratulations. One more round of applause. World team member of the Salafi.
So 10 seconds in, Coleman gonna try to find his way to a score here, or it'll send. And there.
Oh, and he gets it out. Cross ankle pick, and he's gonna score this.
Woo.
And it'll be a takedown. 2 more points on the board for Coleman Scott. 3 total.
Great job there by Coleman Scott, getting to that, looked like an ankle pick, and able to hang with it as Kendric went to turn and kick away. Good grip on it by Coleman Scott now. He extends his lead 3-0.
Just under 2 minutes to go, and it was. He had his left hand up on the head, took his right hand across to the opposite side, picked the ankle from the inside, forced Maple to turn the opposite direction, kick away. Coleman wrapped both those ankles up and earned the 2.
Another shot, and Maple's been close. Hasn't been able to get his hands, 2 hands on the leg and get a finish yet.
Coleman, great defense. Good position.
Gotta be careful
tried
here.
to throw him over, not gonna happen.
Kendric Maple is lethal with that chin and arm or pancake position there. And I'm sure Coleman Scott well aware. He's done his homework on wrestling Kendric Maple. 1:18 to go. Maple continuing to look to attack, but not able to really get in deep, not deep penetration, not really working for the angle, kind of straight on.
1 minute to go, 1:05 anyways here in period number 2. This is your true third place match, so winners here are on the national team. This is very important matches as your top 3 in each weight class, like I said, on the national team. Get a stipend, you get more traveling and competition, and going invited to all the national team camps, training with the best of the best here in the United States. As we see, Maple, I think, has a little bit of blood on his nose. Trainer gonna attend to that. He's shooting something in there. Under a minute to go now, 55 seconds. Coleman Scott with a 3-point lead. Kendric Maple really has to figure something out here and try to make something happen.
Yeah, he's been offensive, and now they're gonna hit Coleman. And I don't know if he goes on the shot clock there. I guess not. So 40 seconds to go. And Maple going to need a couple of scores here or a 4-pointer. Take your pick here. Head taps there from Coleman.
And down underneath 30 seconds now. Coleman Scott up by 3. Kendric Maple just has not been able to figure out this riddle. And as soon as I say that, he's going to score a takedown. And can you cut?
It's not,
can you
it's
cut?
not folk style.
He did. Kendric Maple's going to press hard here in the last 10 seconds. Coleman Scott retreating, holding position. Kendric Maple trying to do to Scott what Dennis did to Maple. And look at that. Oh, right
so
at the end.
Close.
They say no.
I don't think
if
it was
I'm
in
Maple's
time.
corner, I'm throwing the cube in. The Angry Bird, whatever you want to call it. They indeed do that. I believe you're correct, Christian. I think they're out of time, but why not challenge it?
Right, exactly right. And just so close there, but I think we're gonna look at this and we're gonna say too little, too late. Coleman Scott, your winner here. Oh, by the way, David Taylor, Andrew Howard gonna wrestle on mat 2 coming up here real soon, probably after this match.
In the red, David Taylor, Nittany Lion Wrestling Club. In the blue, Andrew Howard.
And they're going to come back and show you the last 13 seconds of this match.
Hey, man, Kendric really brought a lot of, gave himself a lot of different options there. It was really.
2, 1.
And now they're going frame by frame.
It's out.
And time's up. This is call's gonna stand. No takedown. I mean, at less than a second.
White paddle confirmed, and your winner, Coleman Scott. Final score 3-2, 4-2 after Maple loses the challenge.
Upset.